Are you guys ready for day 144? Let's go!
What's up, guys? I am Michael McEnroe, and this is Leo the Hiking Dog. For the last year, we have been planning and preparing for this through hike of the Appalachian Trail. Thank you for joining our adventure. If you are enjoying the journey, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We would be super thankful.
Good morning, it's day 144. We are headed into Shaw's, last hostel of the trail. Just ran into a couple of Sobos last night there at the shelter, just getting started. They said we're in for some more river crossings today, so I did put on my last pair of dry socks just so I can cross some rivers, but that's okay. We're gonna get wet either way, so we're gonna get today started. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Hopefully we don't get any more rain for the next few days as we enter the 100-mile wilderness, because I know there's river crossings there and we definitely don't want them to be too high. So we're gonna get started. Here we go. We have reached our first river ford of the day, so we're gonna have to get up over this river. Now, I was told there's an easier way to do it rather than right here where the stripe goes through. You can see, I'll show you here in a second. The trail essentially goes right through that rough pass up into there. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up a little further over there and see if we can't ford it and then come back again. So yeah, it's moving a little fast right there, faster than I want it to be. I definitely could get across there, but it's easier to move across slow moving water. So we're gonna go up and over. All right, this should be a much easier path right here. You can see that there's rocks and there's boulders and everything. It's gonna get a little deep. I mean, we're gonna walk probably that direction where it's a little bit more shallow and then come back to the shore over here. But that's a whole lot better than trying to walk through that fast moving water that can knock you down. All right, so I'm gonna load Leo's pack up on my pack, and then yeah, we're gonna start getting across. All right, guys, we made it across. All right, I don't think this is the last ford of the day, so we're gonna keep on moving. Alright guys, it's a little after 9 o'clock and we've hit this like cruise part of our trail. After fording that river, there was a lot of rock hopping for a little while. I had a little bit of climb this morning up and over that little mountain, and yeah, but now we're in a cruisy part of the trail, which is allowing us to get some good miles in. I'd like to get into Monson early afternoon as I can, so I'm gonna try to keep the break short and to a minimum, just filling water and stuff today, and hopefully I don't hit a wall like I did yesterday, like 18 miles, but we'll see. It's been a beautiful day so far. We got that rain last night that kind of kept everything wet. That was an issue this morning, because when you're in this region and you've got all these like roots are the slipperiest thing out here, guys. So I'd rather step on a wet rock than a wet root. And by the way, my main fall count went to 1 yesterday, by the way. I was in an area where I just stepped wrong and shoop, down I went. So only one so far, so I'm happy with that. But the biggest thing I'm dealing with out here is the fact that everything flying is trying to eat me. Everything. It is ridiculous. I've probably killed somewhere in the I would say hundreds on top of my head. These flies that try to bite my head, and I catch them on top of the net of my hat constantly, trying to bite me through my hat and bandana. And yeah, they're relentless. They do not stop. So that's the biggest thing. I'm hoping that maybe Shaw's has a Picardin or something like that that I can use to deter some of them from trying to eat me, because I am about tired of swatting at everything. So, but yeah, I feel good this morning. Day's going good. Just trying to wrap my mind around the fact that this is the last week. We're about to enter the 100-mile wilderness, and this adventure is almost over. But don't wait, don't worry. There will be more adventures to come, for sure. So we're already planning our East Coast road trip home, which we're definitely going to be sharing all the big adventures that we go on together on our way home. That's going to be adding my wife into the mix. So it's going to be me, my wife, and Leo, and we're going to have big adventures on the way home, all the way down the East Coast. We're going to take our time. We're not working on any type of timeline, and we're going to be planning big things. So stay tuned, because those will be coming the week to follow my summit. So yeah, so that's what's on the docket right now, guys. Just trying to get to Shaw's today. I got to figure out the 100-mile wilderness resupply deal. I think you pay like $90, and they take the half your food halfway through the wilderness, and they meet you. I'm definitely going to pay for that option. The reason why is because I can move faster with a 2-day food carry than I can with a 4-day food carry. So I'm going to, by all means, pay for whatever it is to not have to carry. And also, I mean, also lightens Leo's load, because he gets to do a two-day food carry and as well. So yeah, we want to get to Shaw's and figure all those things out. I do have a little slight tear in my shoe. I don't know if it's going to make it. So I also need to take a look at that once I get to Shaw's and see where we're at with that, because I'm sure we're not done fording and stuff today. All right, we'll keep on hiking. All right, we've reached our last big ford of the day. I think this is it. So I'm going to look for the shallowest place that we can find to try to cross this as safely as possible. Again, I'm going to load Leo's backpack up on top of my backpack, and that's the easiest way for me to do it. And come here, Leo. No, Leo, come here. Leo's trying to go already, but yeah, I don't want his backpack full of water. It'll dry out, but I just don't want it full of water. All right, let me figure out the best way to do this. We made it to the other side. Found the trail. Now he's got to get his gear back on and we can get to moving. Alright guys, we are 11.5 miles into our day. It's 11:15. There is a shelter coming up in about a mile. We stopped and already got lunch started, so my ramen will be ready. That's where we'll break for lunch. It's going to put us at 12.5 miles before 12 o'clock. So it's going to leave us, I think, about 10 more miles to town. Hopefully we can make it around there before 5, as long as my legs don't give out on me. But we're doing really good. We're making good time. Fording those rivers obviously slows anybody down. The worst thing about that last one that you guys got to see was horse flies. God, how about all the other things out here trying to bite me? Those horse flies were nasty. And they were mean. So yeah, that was probably the worst part about fording that river, was them horseflies. They just wanted to get you as soon as you walked into that water. So yeah. Alright, we're gonna push this to lunch, and that's gonna be our only break for the day, unless we're stopping to get water. So we're gonna keep on pushing, guys. Keep on pushing. We wound up not going to that shelter because it's like up on a hill on the side of this thing. We're going down by this river, so we're moving up and down the riverbank, and it's constant up and downs, up and downs, up and downs along the side of the riverbank. I didn't want to make the extra climb to go up to the shelter just to eat lunch, so we found a little creek coming down the side of the mountain, sat and had lunch by that instead. And we are back on the move. We have 8.8 miles to go, so we're about 13 miles into it right now. To get to Munson and to get to Shaw's. Hopefully we get there around 4 o'clock, 5 at the latest. If I can continue moving at this pace, it'll definitely be about 4 o'clock, but sometimes my legs run out of juice. But we'll see. But I had my lunch, Leo had his lunch, and we are going to get back to moving. Alright, here we go. Alright, we've reached our final ford of the day, so we got to cross this little river right here. This one's going to be the easiest one of the day. I took Leo's backpack off. I'm just going to carry it. I'm not even going to strap it to me. Looks like it might at most be shin to knee deep. So, let me show you. Alright, so the trail actually crosses over there. But that's a little bit deeper, so this is a lot shallower, so I'm thinking we're going to give this a shot. Even though it's faster moving, it's way shallower, so I should be able to keep my footing pretty easy. Alright, here we go. I'm so confident in this one, I'm going to record while I do it. The worst thing I could ever say. Come on, Leo. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. You can walk in this one. He was worried he was going to have to swim. You don't have to swim anymore today. This is just walking through. Over here, buddy. Come here. All right, we made it across safely. Alright guys, we are about 4 miles out from Main Road 15 where Shaw's picks up at. It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so that means we've already done like 17, 18 miles already. Man, we've been putting in the work today, I tell you what. But whenever you go into town, I don't know, it's nice to get there early rather than late. Because you got so many things you got to do when you get there. So we got to wash clothes. I got to organize the resupply. I got to make plans for the 100-mile wilderness. I got to find us a cabin for when my wife comes. So yeah, there's a lot of things to do when I get in to town. I got to get something to eat, something good. So yeah, lots of things to do, but we're almost there. Trail's been good to us today. Little ups and downs. It's just like a little baby roller coaster all day long. Alright, we're gonna push these last few miles. Gonna stop and get some water again soon. Probably be our last water break, and then we'll be there soon. Gonna show you guys around Shaw's. Excited. The last hostel of the trail. The last hostel. Oh my goodness. Everything's gonna be the last. The last this, the last that. Yeah. The last 100 miles. Man. A lot of things. Alright. We'll be there soon. Alright guys, we are about a mile from the trailhead. I am beat. After a 24, a 23, and now a 22, back to back to back. Each day finishing earlier than the next. I don't care what type of elevation you're doing. It's just exhausting. So, alright, I'm waiting for cell phone signal so I can give Shaw's a call and let them know that I'm going to be at the trailhead soon. Hopefully I find a creek here that I can wash Leo's feet off in before they pick us up. Because even though we forded 4 rivers today, and he got clean each time, we went right through back through bogs, and he got back to muddy each time again. So, all right, almost done. All right, we made it. I'm just waiting for Shaw's to come get us. All right, guys, we made it here to Shaw's. I've been working on getting my chores done. I just went into the convenience store and got myself a pizza for dinner for tonight. So I got a lot of stuff to catch you up on, but we're gonna do it tomorrow. A lot of big things going on right now, but I'll talk to you guys about it tomorrow. We'll see you then.